Kellerman?
Yeah.
Who should win the NBA MVP?
Listen, I don't have LeBron fatigue. Or maybe I do, but I'm not going to let that stop me from saying who should be the MVP. Michael Jordan should have 10 MVP awards. And LeBron James is approaching something like that. He should get the MVP every year because he's the best player every year. And when the best player plays 82 games and practically 40 minutes a game, he's clearly the MVP. Now, and here's some numbers that LeBron had in these playoffs, as soon as I get my phone to cooperate. 46, 12, and 5. 44, 10, and 8. 45, 9, and 7. 43, 14, and 8. 42, 10, and 12. 46, 11, and 9. 51, 8, and 8. Guys, this was just in these playoffs. It's not about the playoffs. It's just a regular season award, right? He played 82 games. James Harden did not. He averaged close to 40 minutes a game with teammates not nearly as good as James Harden's. Yet his team made the playoffs, had a high enough seed that actually they wound up going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Stephen A. Smith, if you swapped LeBron James and James Harden, which team gets better, which team gets worse? But don't just take all those eyeball test, thought experiment arguments. By the statistics, by the eyeball test, by common sense, if you include the playoffs. If you don't, LeBron James is the best player in basketball and was the MVP this year.
Okay. Are you finished?
Yes.
I just want to make sure. Because are you finished? All of those things are beautiful. Very eloquently delivered, by the way. Props to you. But I'm so confident in my position, I even think Mr. Kellerman Sr. himself would agree with me here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about this by a long shot. Max Kellerman, do you realize that of that 4 to 5 minute soliloquy, 3 minutes are eradicated because you brought up the postseason? This is not a postseason award. So you don't get this. You know what, Max? Molly, you know what Max just did because it's beautiful. I know you watch Law and Order. Nobody is claiming that James Harden is better than LeBron James. The MVP has not always gone to the best player. Jordan has proved that. Shaq has proved that. Kobe has proved that. The MVP award doesn't always go to the best player. It's the kind of season that you're having, a season rife with fluidity, I might add, where there isn't the stress, there isn't a roller coaster ride, there isn't an up and down. We know that wasn't Cleveland this year. And oh, by the way, how did that roller coaster take place? I'm sorry, what happened in Cleveland that forced the roller coaster ride to take place? It wasn't just Kyrie Irving wanting out of Cleveland and wanting away from LeBron James and getting that. It was also Dwayne Wade coming on board and the brotherhood that they have together. It was so tight that ultimately it fragmented the roster, affected other players, including the J.R. Smiths. It was Isaiah Thomas, according to them anyway. I don't know this to be true, but according to them, being a pain in the you-know-what, being somewhat of a distraction, ultimately, them feeling the need to get him the hell up out of there, and a mid-season trade taking place and him having to get acclimated to all of that stuff. Who's in the middle of all of
LeBron.
this? This is LeBron. So my point to you is this. When you consider the year that they've had from start to finish, who was their star? It was James Harden. There is no way on earth he should be robbed of being league MVP.
Last word here.
Because it would be robbery.
I would say this.
Yep.
He's not going to be. He's going.
I don't
Harden
know
will
about
get
that.
the award.
I think that might be I think LeBron's got a shot at a sympathy vote, man.
Harden gets the award for the exact point that you point out. Because people want to give it to him.
Okay.
Because they would say he deserves it. Doggone it, he deserves it. We can't just give it to LeBron James.
Yeah.
But in fact, LeBron James, don't let the facts interfere with a good story. The story is James Harden. The facts say LeBron.